Hello! Welcome to today. That was weird. Don't know why. Okay, yeah. Hi. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kim, your certified crazy lady, as you just learned. She weird. Okay, I am here today to bring you a pick a card reading for your power animal. So I have my Woodland Wardens deck. Hey, thank you. And I'm very excited because I love, as I've mentioned before, I love working with animal energy like so much. It is one of my most favorite things. I love channeling into animal energy. I love listening to it. I love dealing with, animal messengers and animal spirits and all that fun stuff. So we're going to do that today with the Woodland Wardens deck as well as my Tarot of the Divine. All my links will be linked in the description. Decks. Blah. All my decks that I use will be linked in the description below. You will also find the sign up to my free email list down there. I'm going to light an incense while I chat with you about that. It's electric. Anyway, I have a free email list. I give a psychic reading. Come on, please. Thank you. A psychic reading once a month with the full moon. Nice. Oh, that's nice. See, she going. You can't see it's over here, but anyway, I felt like we needed some incense going on today, so we're going to be doing that. That's nice. Okay. What else did I want to say? Oh, I think that's all I wanted to say. Email list, subscribe. Oh yeah, I'm crazy. That was it. I need to tell you to subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Y'all, I shuffled my cards and it made all my feathers went flying. It ruffled all my feathers. Okay, come on. There we go. That's nice. There we go. Okay, got a few little animal decor things. The only things that I had, I'm fairly minimalist in my decor. So this was the best I could do for just some visual interest. If that autofocus doesn't stop doing that, I will turn it off. Here we go. She's done being weird. Joke of the century. Okay, before I draw cards for you to pick a card from with the pile, I want to recommend a book to you if you like working with animal energy and like animal totem, animal symbolism, all that. And it is this book here. There we go. Animal Speak by Ted Andrews includes a comprehensive dictionary of animal, bird, and reptile symbolism. I love this book. I use the crap out of it. I am always, I have places dog-eared and marked all over. I really, really love it. I'm going to link it in the description below in case you want to kind of dive more into animals and working with their energies and working with them as messengers and things like that. And let's kick it off. I'm going to shuffle these just a little more in my hand, not air shuffle to disrupt our friends over here. And put 4, 3, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4 cards. 4 cards face down, and you can choose which one speaks to you. I don't want you to see the animal behind it. And that's what we're gonna do. You just have to use your intuition. I'm gonna really challenge you to tap into your heart and see which card it tells you to choose. Okay. Keep in mind, with animal energy, yeah, there we go. Animal energy and animal spirits, animals as guides, animal spirits as guides, animal spirit guides, whatever you want to, spirit animals if you must. I like to use the term kind of power animals or animals in my totem or just animal guides. The term spirit animal starts bordering into cultural appropriation and things, and I don't like that. So, but keep in mind with your power animals that animal guides can change. And it's important to know that the animal you get today, the animal you ever are told or ever feel a connection to, or that you are told by a psychic, by a messenger such as myself, about the animal spirit that is leading you, they can change, and they can, like, you're not, in my belief anyway, you are not assigned one animal spirit to be your sort of animal guide. That's not exactly how it works. You can have many animals, you can have one animal at a time, And maybe you do have just one, but for the most part, we kind of have some that come and go. We have some that are with us for the whole duration of our lives, and we have some that are with us for just a season, and we have some that are with us just for one individual lesson that we have to learn. You know, one quick, hey, do this, and you do it and they move on. You know, that's kind of how a lot of spirit guides work, in my opinion, in my true feeling. That's really how I feel that it goes. It's you have some that are with you all the time, some that are only with you for a season, and some that are only with you for one moment, one scenario, one lesson. Okay, so that being said, I have 4 cards here for you, and I want you to choose the card that just immediately you're like, pile number, okay, so we're going to have number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. If I get really in an overachieving mood, I might put little numbers on the screen for you. I also might not. We'll see what happens in editing. We'll see what future Kim feels. Okay, so I want you to just sit with yourself and think of 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the first one that comes to mind, the first one your eyes go to, the one that makes you feel warm, the one that gives you a vibration, the one that just kind of, gives you little butterflies, makes your heart, that little burning in your bosom feeling, that is the card for you, and that is where your reading will come from. We will pull some tarot cards with it to kind of identify the animal that is trying to reach out to you right now, and maybe why. And we're all going to learn together. Okay, so take a quick moment. Don't think too much about it, okay? Trust you. Trust yourself, trust your magic, trust that this animal is reaching out to you, and just go with it, okay? So once again, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Choose now, and go ahead and click the timestamp down below or the chapter at the very bottom of the video down here, and go to your numbered card for your reading. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I'll see you there. Hello, pile number 1, card number 1. It's going to turn into a pile right now. It is just a card, but welcome to your reading. We're going to get right to it. I'm going to try to do these as quickly as possible because we all know I tend to ramble. So this is the animal, your current power animal, the animal that is wanting to get through to you right now, and we have, the duck. I love the imagery of this card. Please do not be discouraged by a duck. This is really freaking cool. The duck and the chrysanthemum. There's your little duck. This is a gorgeous duck, okay? Let's take a moment and think about ducks, and then we'll pull some tarot cards. So I usually start working and start looking at animal symbolism and messages by thinking about the animal in terms of nature and how it lives just scientifically and regularly in its life. And the thing about ducks is, and here's where we get personal, I used to be a ballet dancer, and we were told, and sometimes it was for swans, it would kind of be interchanged between duck and swan, to be like the duck, okay? Where the duck is perfectly gliding across the top of the pond. They're floating serenely. They look calm. They look in control. They are not putting forth any effort. But under the water, their feet are going like this, okay? That's the imagery they told us with ballet, was you need to be like the duck or the swan, depending on who your teacher was, where you look like you are perfectly in control and you are not putting any effort into anything, but your legs and your feet and your brain are going 90 miles an hour, okay? Doing very complicated work. And I think that you can take some messaging from that with our friend the duck here, because sometimes we need to not be outward about about what we're working on. Okay, I don't want this to be a message of don't express your feelings, don't express your heartache, don't express your anger, don't talk about the hard times you're going through. That's not at all what I mean. I mean, maybe we need to be quiet when we're working on personal things, when we're working on personal growth, personal development, okay, when we're working on our spiritual development, when we're working on your intuition, your psychic abilities, if you're a magical practitioner or a healer, anything like that in those realms, sometimes it is best to look like you are putting no effort in. Okay, look normal. Terrible way to put it. But that's the first initial message I get from the duck is sometimes it's okay to be quiet about these spiritual and very personal things you are working to improve. Okay, it's especially with magical things, if you are a practicing witch or if you are some kind of healer or something and you're working on something new, or you are doing a spell or working that takes a little longer, that you're working really hard on, those are the things that you want to keep to yourself. I also saw, an Instagram reel by a witch that I follow on Instagram, of course. Instagram, that's how that works. But she was talking about the evil eye and how kind of ways to avoid the evil eye, okay, is to, okay, so I'm very big on protecting myself against that. I'm a video creator. Anyway, a good way to, a helpful, in addition, way to help protect yourself from just ickiness of people coming at you with jealousy and anger. A way to kind of help protect yourself from that is to not talk about really big projects, really big spiritual things, especially things, exciting new developments and things, until they're really set in stone. Don't talk about them beforehand, because sometimes it can invoke jealousy from other people to initially evil eye you into bad luck and losing that opportunity. And I think there's a lot to unpack there. I don't like to get into luck and bad luck too much. I know I just made a video about luck a couple weeks ago, but blah, blah, blah. My point is that to prevent something like an evil eye or something similar that people may have thrown at you, to keep your very big projects and very big, exciting new things and spiritual practices and magical practices and healing practices, quiet until things are pretty finalized. Word of advice kind of in general, but I think that's kind of where the look like you're not really doing anything when you're doing a lot of complicated things that the duck kind of presents to us. I want to peek in the Animal Speak book I mentioned earlier. I just want to peek in here really quickly. Okay, ducks. Keywords kind of emotional comfort and protection. See, protection. Okay, so what I'm really getting a lot of is emotional. Here we go. Don't light the book on fire via your incense, Kimberly. Okay, so I'm getting emotional comfort right here. It says it down here. I'm a stupid autofocus. Okay, so what I'm gathering is ducks are really associated with water. So which is really interesting as a bird, because ducks can fly. Ducks do fly. But ducks are very closely associated to water as opposed to air, like most birds, because most birds fly, ducks fly, but they spend so much time on the water that they are very indicative and symbolic of your emotions, because water represents our emotions, right? And our relationships and connections to people. So pay attention to your emotions, and kind of like what we talked about earlier with just the calm gliding, okay? You can go through your emotions like that, okay? This is a feel your feelings moment. I hate saying feel your feelings, but Duck is here to tell you to, one, protect yourself a little bit from talking too much about spiritual things, very personal growth things, if they are spiritual, if they are magical, if they are healing. that kind of thing. Things you're working on, not things you're currently doing and the things you've pretty much mastered, or the things you do very well, the new things, the works in progress, okay? Works in progress, works in progresses, okay? But also the second message is that duck is here to tell you that it's okay to feel your feelings because you can glide through them, okay? You can do that. All right, so it's either one or both of those things. I'm really feeling both of those very strongly. So this is a take what connects and leave the rest. If you're like, I'm not a practitioner, I'm not a spiritual person, I'm not a healer, I don't know what you're talking about, then it's probably the second part, okay? That ducks, that you need to feel your feelings, that there's an emotional thing that you're kind of putting off or avoiding, and you need to kind of glide through that, and you can glide through that. That's what the duck is saying. You can just be a duck on the pond through those emotions. You don't have to commit. You don't have to live there. You don't have to feel, you know, with a negative emotion forever or even a long time. You can just sail right on through, and it's not going to be as bad as you think. It's not going to be bad, but you do have to do the work with your little feet and paddle your way through it, you know, so that you can glide through it. Otherwise, you're just going to get stuck in a frozen pond, and then you will feel bad, and that's not going to be fun. So let's pull some tarot. What does duck have to say to you? Pile number one. What does... Oh, we're either at our message, like it's message received, or we're not ready. So let's take a big deep breath. Pile number one. Oh, there we go. We're getting some friends that are flopping about. Yep. I want to pull two. That's more than two. Every time I do that, I'm like, I'm going to pull one card. I'm going to pull three cards, like 20, or like right now. Whoa, what did I say? I told you, they're like right now. Me, pick me. Oh, we've got, okay, yeah, this was like sticking out the bottom for a little bit. Subtle, I'm into it. Okay, so here are our takeaways for our little ducky message. Okay, first of all, hi, can we work? Thanks. Okay. Ooh, yes. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's exactly, okay. So the second message that I said about gliding through your emotions, like you are in avoidance. You need to do more of facing your emotions. That's what I'm getting with this. Is like, I feel like we don't have the height for that, what I want. There we go. That's more better. Okay, so Four of Cups is very indicative of kind of ignoring the thing that's behind you. Like you've got all these nice things in front of you and you're like, I don't need to pay attention to what's going on, you know, behind me over there. That doesn't matter. And it does. It matters. See how they're not paying attention here? It matters, okay? And cups are emotions. That's our water element. Okay, so it is very, very important that you turn around. Turn around. Okay, like you, don't tell me you didn't sing that in your head. All right, so you really need to face the emotion that you're just not in the mood to face. Okay, it's time. You are equipped right now and in the headspace and heart space right now to glide through that. Okay, I know it sounds scary, and that's what this card is. It's kind of unnecessary anxiety. Okay, this is scary. You know, this is anxiety that starts to become self-sabotaging and things like that, and you don't need that. That's it. You don't need that. This is what you should do more of. This is what you should do less of. So we should do less anxiety and more facing. Okay, so turn around and face things. All right, we need to face what we've been distracting ourselves from. Okay, and you don't need to be afraid. You just don't. Okay, you are the beautiful and elegant duck who is going to glide right through the scary emotions that you just are not wanting to deal with right now. And it's going to just put you in such a great headspace and heart space when you're on the other side of it. So please, that's like, I feel like that's such like, there's a finality in that I'm here, like in my head, I'm hearing like a that's it, like a closing and a slamming of a door that's like there. Not the closing of a door in terms of no opportunity. I mean the closing of, you heard it. I'm done speaking. Okay, you've got the message. So there's really nothing more I can say to you with this other than Duck is telling you to face the emotion or emotions that you've been avoiding, the feeling, the thoughts, the thing that you've been being like, I don't even want to think about that because I don't want to have to process that and I don't want to have to deal with that. You are ready to sail right through it. So when you turn around and face it, you're going to find that dealing with it isn't going to take as long as you thought. It's not going to be as hurtful as you thought. It's going to be work. You got to paddle those little feet. It's not going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. But it's going to be not what you expect. You're really expecting it to be scary and dark and terrible. And it's just not going to be that. Okay. So feel your feelings. Stop putting it off. Feel your feelings so that you can get on with your life. Okay. So that you can fly from the pond and find your duck to mate with and live a happily ever after, okay? Okay, so please feel your feelings. Feel your feelings. I know I hate that message because I don't like feeling my feelings either. I'm with you, okay? I'm with you. All right. If you made it to the end of this reading, you are a rock star, and I really appreciate it. If you made it to the end, do feel free to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to sign up for my email list in the description below. And take what connects. Leave the rest, and until we meet again, embrace your crazy. Hello, pile number 2, card number 2. It's going to turn into a pile, small pile, but there will be more cards. We might have to add another incense. We're getting low, and it's very sad. But this is your power animal. This is the message that there is an animal that just needs to speak to you, and this is it. And we're going to get right into it, and then I'm going to pull a couple tarot cards to just for some further clarification or validation. Okay, who do we... Ooh, look at you, champ. The boar. The boar with some pumpkins. You know what I love? You know what I love about this card is that it looks like the boar is kind of smiling. It's like a little cheeky smile. Okay, let's think about boar here. A little piggy. So my experience with boar, I usually tie things into personal experiences in my life because that's why I like working with animal energy so much, is because I have a lot of animal experience from my childhood on. I just have had a lot of experience with animals. So my mom used to work at the zoo. She used to own an animal clinic. We used to rehabilitate all kinds of different baby animals. Like I've seen it. Okay. My life was a David Attenborough documentary growing up. Sometimes I feel like, okay, so my personal connection to boar, which may be relevant to you and it may not be relevant to you, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So congratulations. Boars can be very aggressive. Okay. The keyword with this card says confidence. I know my autofocus will not let you see that, but it says confidence down here. I promise. And so that makes sense because like the message to me is already coming through of there is confidence and there is arrogance, and they are different. And sometimes it's a fine line. Sometimes it's a big fat line. But either way, one is less than desirable, which would be arrogance. Sure. Yes. So I think boar is here to tell you to keep it confident, not arrogant. Okay. So, which is kind of funny because with the first card that I did, we kind of had a double meaning. Like it's one of these two things, and it really was, because like these are for the collective. So I can't get too specific because it's for the collective, you know what I mean? But the message with boar here is one of two things, could be both, for you. But that is that you need confidence. Okay. You should be more confident. You should have confidence. And it's also, okay, but your confidence should not turn into arrogance, okay? Because once you start learning how to be confident and you learn that you really are skilled and that you are talented and that you are, like, you have a high worth, because you do have a high worth, like boar is telling you that. Boar is not telling you to stop being confident. The boar is telling you to be confident, okay? It's saying you should be confident. I'm going to get another incense because this is about to Trickle on down. Pew! We're going to let that burn out, and then we're going to light this one. So Boar is not telling you to be less confident. Boar is telling you to have more confidence or to not take your confidence into arrogance. Okay, and that can be both, because like I was saying, and I think I cut myself off, but once you start the ball rolling with confidence and you start to understand just how amazing you are, you start to realize just how amazing you are and just how less amazing everyone else is. That's arrogance. Okay, you are amazing. You have freaking amazing talents and skills that I am envious of, okay? But that doesn't mean, and which is good, you need to recognize that and you need to understand that you are of incredible value to this world and to this life, okay? But that doesn't mean other people have less to offer, okay? You're pretty amazing, and other people are amazing too, and so don't let it start to cloud you, okay? Don't let your lack of confidence cloud your decision making, and don't let your confidence become arrogance to also cloud your decision making, all right? A happy, self-confident but not arrogant person is where, that's what we're aiming for. I'm afraid this is hot, so yeah. I'm not going to be able to get that out of the thing. All right. Let's draw some tarot cards. I was like, what am I going to do? See? Distraction. This is why I'm crazy. What does Boar have to tell this fine group of people? What does Boar have to tell you? What message does Boar have? Boop, boopity, boopity, boopity. Right there. Did we fall out this way? We're going this way. Let's do this. Okay. All right, we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Ace of Cups. Whew. Love this card. This is like, Yes. Okay, so the Knight of Cups. This is the keep chasing it card, okay? Especially with cups. So the Knight is, it's our actionable dude, you know? The Knight is bringing messages, fighting battles, saving princesses, conquering whatever's, okay? Quests, yes, we are in it, all right? And you are in it, so you need to keep being in it. Keep chasing the thing that you're chasing, okay? Have the confidence to keep after what you're after. And I feel like it is something, as it's like a relationship with someone, whether you're, you know, kind of going through it with your partner and you're working on it. This isn't, it's an example of something you are actively working on. Like you and your partner are working on something, you're working on a relationship, you know, with a sibling, with a coworker, maybe with a boss, with a friend, okay, maybe a mentor or your partner, or someone, you know, a family member, you know, a parent, something. You know, the thing that you're working on, whether it is a relationship or whether it's something really deep inside you, you know, you're working on your mental health, you're working on your physical health, you're working on your something personal. There's something personal that you need to have the confidence to keep going after, is what I'm saying. So keep at it, okay? Like it's worth it, okay? If you're, and this is where the confidence comes in, because sometimes when we're working on something like this, especially if it's something we don't have complete control over, like a relationship or a job, you know, or you know, something physical, something, whatever, you know, just accessibility to something, it can get really hard, and we can start to lose our confidence, and we can start to think, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I'm capable to do this. I don't think I have it in me to do this. And you do. You do. This is where you need to draw from the energy of the boar and freaking power through. Okay? It's not the time to pick up something new. Okay, this isn't something new. This is something that you have either been working on in the past and you gave up on it, or you're working on it now and you're considering giving up on it. Don't give up on it. Okay, don't switch to something new. Don't say, I'm going to quit this relationship. I'm going to quit this job. I'm going to quit this friendship. I'm going to quit this thing that makes me, that I thought would make me happy, and look for something new. It's not about looking for something new. This is about powering through the thing that you originally wanted, because you have the strength to get to it. Okay. The Ace of Cups here is a newness, a new relationship, a new feeling, okay, a new spiritual practice. This is not the time to go exploring. This is the time to keep exploring where you're at now. The relationship you're at now, the spiritual practice, the whatever, okay? Keep going down this rabbit hole. Don't look for a new one. Okay, summon up the courage and the confidence and the power of the boar and charge. Because that's what a boar freaking charges. They can get really, really aggressive. I don't know if I even told about my personal experience. I have not been attacked by a boar, to be clear. I know what they're capable of, and in the wild, I heard what they are capable of. Thankfully, didn't see it. Okay. One time hiking in Louisiana. Okay. I learned about the swamp boars. Okay. They'll freaking kill you. And that's what you need to do with the thing that you're working on. You need to freaking kill it. Please don't kill the person you're in a relationship with. That's not what I'm saying. Disclaimer. I'm saying that you have the strength and the raw confidence to see this through. So don't give up on it. Don't give up on it. Okay. That's what this is. This is the do less of this, the do less of the new, and keep fighting where you're at and the thing, because it's what you really want. All right. That is the message of the boar. I hope this was helpful to you. If you made it this far in your reading, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. Remember, my email list is linked in the description below. Take what connects, leave the rest, and until we meet again, embrace your crazy. Hello, card/pile number 3. It's going to turn into a small pile. Everyone says pile. I always say pile. It's a pile, but right now it's a card. It's going to turn into a tiny pile. This is the animal guide, the power animal that has a message for you today, whether it's your all the time power animal or just a right now power animal or anything in between. This is who it is, and they have things that you need to know. Oh, a quail. I love the quail. I've been watching a live cam of this YouTuber that I watch. She ordered, they have like a homestead and they got quail eggs, and so we've been watching this like live stream of them hatching, and it's just the freaking coolest thing. So my daughter and I have been engrossed with quails for the last couple days. But there's a lot of really cool symbolism and messaging that comes with quail. First of all, quail is beautiful. Look at quail's hat. Quail is a bird with a hat. Okay, that's so cute. You're adorable and beautiful and regal in a non-peacock way, okay? That's the best way I can put it. Quail is interesting because the keyword down here says anticipation. And here's what's interesting about quails. Quails can fly. Quails don't like to fly. Okay, they'll fly. I feel like they fly less often than a chicken does. Okay, they're not into the flying away. Okay, birds scared, fly away. Quails like run when your legs are very short. So that's interesting. And maybe predators expect a quail to fly, so they kind of go that direction, and then they're like, wait, where did they go? And the quail's like, haha, I am in this bush. You didn't see me run because you expected me to fly. And so maybe that's maybe you need to start diverting someone's attention away from you. We're going to learn together what this quail has to say to you. But the first thing that we need to get to is that you don't always do what's expected. or you shouldn't do what's expected. A lot like these readings, the last two also went this way, and I'm sure the next one will too, because I tend to do things in patterns, where the spirit animal kind of has two things to say. The spirit guide has two things to say, and it's one or the other, or a kind of a combo of both. And this is either you need to do the unexpected, or you are already doing the unexpected. And maybe you just need the validation in that. Because they're not giving me anything further of stop or keep doing that. They're just saying you do not do what is expected. And maybe that kind of falls into hold on, there's a lot of words and they're coming in my head. You're almost rebellion for the sake of rebellion. Like, you don't do what's expected because that's what's expected of you. And that's not necessarily the best route to go, if that makes sense. This could be telling you that it's okay to follow convention sometimes. It's okay to follow tradition. Sometimes it's okay to do what's right, even if that's what's expected of you, if that makes sense. But quail is also, for some of you, saying, mix it up. Don't, you need to do what is unexpected. You need to go the other direction when people are looking a certain way for you. And like I said, maybe you're supposed to be avoiding somebody. I don't know. We're going to pull some tarot cards and get some further analysis from this. I want to pull a couple. We're not going to make this too long. What does quail have to tell? Have to tell us. What is the quail's message for you? Woo-hoo. Always do that. Ooh! Little Baba Yaga energy. Love it. We're going to go like this. Oh, maybe it is rebellion. Okay, all right. Aha. Yeah. Yeah, it is. We need to spice it up. This is a little bit of, it's not rebel for the sake of rebellion. I still stand by that message earlier. But here with the Nine of Wands, we have the Nine of Wands and we drew Temperance. Okay. My autofocus is terrible. I'm working on it. I promise I am. I know I say that every video, but I'm really working on it. We're dealing. Okay. Excuse my body joints cracking there. Have you heard that? So Nine of Wands is really a card of resilience. Okay, it's a card of keep going, keep doing it, power through, obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. Just keep on pushing. So Baba Yaga gives this. Baba Yaga is a Slavic pagan witchy forest spirit woman. Lots of different interpretations of Baba Yaga, but in this folktale, fairy tale, what have you, of the Slavic regions, this beautiful girl is given these impossible tasks by Baba Yaga that she has to complete. Or Baba Yaga will feed her to her stove. She's gonna, throw her in a fire. So, yeah. But she perseveres, and that's what this is saying. It's saying, keep doing the thing that you're doing. Okay, when you're over here, if you are going in a different direction than people are expecting, stick to that. Okay, if you are, leaning toward unconvention because you know that feels right. If it feels right, stick to it. Trust yourself. You know what you're doing. Don't give up on yourself. Don't you dare give up on yourself. Okay, keep a hold of the faith you have in yourself. That's what you really need to keep. That's what quail is telling you. Keep doing that slightly off track thing. Okay, it's gonna pay off. And over here we need to do less of the reflect on it and make sure you're doing the right thing. Okay, Temperance is an interesting card for me. Sometimes I get annoyed when she comes up because I'm like, what are you really saying? Just because Temperance comes up in these places where it's like, do less of this, where you would usually think you would need more, patience and adaptability and flexibility, but it's saying, no, no, let us conform a little less, okay? What temperance is a calm reflection, okay? And it is not the time for calm reflection. It's the time of doing the thing that you know to be doing, which is running into the bushes instead of flying away. Okay? You know to do that. You don't need to go looking elsewhere. You don't need to contemplate why. You don't need to adjust your skills to fit convention. That's not what's meant for you. You are meant to be a quail who is not going to fly, who is going to run and outsmart everybody. Like, it doesn't seem like it's outsmarting because you would think flying would be the better option, but it turned out that running into the bushes is the option. And I know that that's a metaphor I've just beat to death here, but that's what it is. It's just really hitting me that that's what this is, okay? So be the quail and don't do what's expected of you, okay? Do what is best for you, because that's what's best for you, and you know that, okay? You keep hold of that. Okay, I hope this was helpful for you. If you have made it this far into the reading, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. I do this kind of stuff all the time. Take what connects, leave the rest. Sign up for my email list in the description below. And until we meet again, embrace your crazy. Embrace your crazy. Hello, number 4, pile number 4, card number 4. The last card over here. You're here to your reading. Welcome. We are going to learn what power animal has a message for you today. Don't know if it's, this could be the animal that's with you all the time, or it could be a one-time message. Doesn't really matter. The message is yours. And let's see who is speaking to you today. The otter. Oh, it's cute. That was, look at his cute little face, if you couldn't decipher what I said there. This adorable otter, apologies again for my autofocus. It's like all I do is apologize for it. This otter in the cattails, and the keyword here is peace, which is kind of interesting. The keywords on this deck I don't always immediately connect with, if I even connect with them at all. I just let the animals speak to me, and otter is, wow, we're giving some playfulness. Otters are so freaking cool. I hope you understand that otters are very unique and just have a lot of interesting little things about them. The way that they hold hands when they sleep, and my heartstrings just can't take that. Okay. Okay. When they sleep, sea otters anyway. When a sea otter, river otter, not so much. A sea otter, when they sleep in their family groups, they'll hold hands so that they don't float away from each other, and they're adorable little faces, and just they're very smart. They can be very aggressive in the wild. I'm not saying you're aggressive, I'm just giving you fun facts about otters. But and I believe that sea otters eat sea urchins. This is really referring to more of a river otter, but the symbolism still stands, okay? So otters are very smart, and otters have a charm. I don't think I've ever seen someone looking at an otter going, who cares? No one. They go, oh, look what they're doing, and they're interested and they're fascinated because they can just, they're fun little things, and all kinds of fun, playful antics that they get into, and they have their cute family groups, and the sea ones eat sea urchins, which is like the prickly, spiny ones. Like, how cool is that? So they're not only adorable, but they have a badassery to them, if you will. I don't like to swear often, but that's what they're saying. I'm a little bit, I have the spunk. I have the kick butt attitude as well. I don't otter takes no crap. That's where we're going. Otter does not take any crap. So let's pull. So you may be a person who takes no crap, or you need to be. Hi, not everyone, please. Thank you. This deck is too big for my hands. What does the otter have to tell you? What message does otter have? What is it you need to tell us, Otter? That your playfulness and your wit and your cleverness and your not take no crapness. What is it that we need to know? Oh. Oh, one folder, but I lost it. Okay. Got these mixed up over this way. Okay. Ooh, yes. Big energy. Big Otter energy. Yeah. A court card and a 10, which is in numerology the completion. Okay, but this is interesting. 10 of Wands. So it's a kind of an overwork without reward. Okay, so Otter is a hard worker. Okay, they're not in the same, I mean, they are in the same realm, literally, as beavers, but they aren't of the same work ethic, is what I'm saying. Okay, I'm waiting for them to put the words in line because I'm getting a lot of words coming at me. They do what needs to be done. Okay. And the 10 of Wands here is kind of saying, do what needs to be done, but don't overdo it. Okay. It's keep going, keep working, but don't make it harder on yourself. Okay, because the otter is not the beaver. The otter doesn't dam up the river for what they need. They find what they need in the river. They keep it simpler. Okay, and I think that's this message, is to keep it simple. Simplify. Okay? Simplify so that you can enjoy your life more, because you're doing more than you need to be doing. So the message of this is to condense and simplify. See what you see, take what connects and leave the rest. It's like a message I say at the end of readings, you know, because I do collective readings, so I have to say that. But it's about, do the work that you need to do. Don't do more than that. You don't need to do what you don't need to do. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, is you really need to simplify it. Okay, simplify the thing that you're really, really struggling with, and there we go, autofocus. Simplify the thing that you're struggling with and the thing that you're powering through right now. It's going to help you a lot. A lot. And it's also going to, which kind of the Knight of Wands over here, because like, look how freaking happy. She's like, yes, I can do anything, right? Which is the energy from Wands, is definitely. And we have 2 Wands here, which is a firepower, okay? Yeah. So I think that the message here that Otter has for you is to, because like I said before, otters are very playful. Okay, they're so cute and playful, and you know, we love to watch them, and they enjoy things and like to do things. You know, they're a smart enough animal to have enjoyment and things like that. And you're missing out on that because you're kind of overworking in certain areas. So if you're able to simplify, it's going to turn you into the little firecracker that you truly are, so that you're going to be able to enjoy your life a lot more, and just enjoy. You'll have more moments of joy and fewer moments of stress if you can simplify where you can, especially in the things that you're really struggling with right now. I think another kind of like secondary message with the 10 of Wands here is that you need to understand when you've accomplished something. Okay, the otter, like I said before, isn't working. Okay, otter understands the joys of life, and when you accomplish something, finish a project, complete a task, you get the win, whatever, you tend to immediately move on to the next thing, or maybe you keep trying to perfect whatever it is you're dealing with, working on, trying to get done. You strive for perfection so much that you can't ever end the project. Okay, so I think it's also important for you to recognize your accomplishments and recognize when you're done so that you can enjoy. So do a lot more simplifying and a lot more celebrating of what you've done because you've accomplished some great things, okay? So the otter is telling you to see that, okay? To understand that you're doing cool stuff and you've done cool stuff. Like, it's cool. Stop criticizing it. Stop chipping away at it to perfection because there's no such thing as perfection, okay? Enjoy your life more, okay? Take the power in you, the thing in you, the fire in you that says, get it done well, get it done right. Like, this is so important. It's like, take that burden off of you, okay? Because you're just, there's more for you than these tasks and these jobs and these projects. There's a whole life for you. Be like the otter. Enjoy your life. Play around. Go after the spiny sea urchins, even though that seems ridiculous. There's delicious food there, okay? That's the message I'm getting here for you today. Okay, be more like the otter. Simplify what you're working on. Recognize your accomplishments so that you can enjoy your life like the otter, because otter is playful and happy and smart enough to do the things, but also smart enough to realize when the things are done and when life should be lived. I hope this was helpful for you. If you made it this far into your reading, please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to sign up for my email list down in the description below. Take what connects, leave the rest, and until we meet again, embrace your crazy.